Hello everybody. Welcome back. My name is Nori and this is Norelis Budgets. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me today, and welcome if you're new here. Cup of coffee. Trying to get myself recording before I head into work. But when you are watching this, I'll be away on vacation. So like I told you guys, I promised you guys that I would have videos up for when I'm away, so that way we can keep the momentum going with you guys and with our savings and for my own savings. So today is Wednesday, my favorite day, because we start saving for my dreams, and we can use our Saving for My Dreams book. It is available for free in my Ko-fi shop. You get the cover, you get the dashboards, you get the challenges, everything for free. So you can check out my Ko-fi. The link is in the description below. So that way you can get yourself your copy and you can save with me. So I have my Saving for My Dreams. I'm going to do Glori's free book. I'm going to do IsabellGege. And I'm going to put some money in my $1 at a time binder. So actually, let me bring that baby over so I have it close by. So, excuse me, I feel a little bit under the weather, like I've told you guys in a couple of videos. It's not horrible, but I definitely can tell that it's taking a toll. So if I sound nasally, forgive me. But before I continue, and obviously you guys are going to be seeing this after the fact, so I got this Happy Mail before I left on vacay. So I ordered from Sab Saves. You guys know who she is. She's a huge channel here on YouTube. Sab Saves created this Dr. Seuss savings book for the year. She sent me these cute little, it says, "Thank you for supporting my small business. I appreciate you so much. Much love, Sab." And then it has a little $2 and $5 savings. Saving money is my love language. Sab Saves. Really cute. I'm going to put that there because I'll use those at some point. And the book is awesome. She only has them available whenever she does her drop. And then I think she mentioned that she's going to do a pre-order. So if you're interested in this, just keep an eye on her channel. She's got some really cool stuff. And this is Oh, the Money You Will Save. And then it's all made with pages from Dr. Seuss books. And the envelopes are there. So it comes with like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Very cute. And it says, "Made with love, Sab Saves." Little words like if and it. Like, it's just little chunks of books from my childhood. When I was a kid, I read a lot of Dr. Seuss books, even though they were kind of weird and confusing. Especially when you're learning English. But it's so fun. I thought it was so cool. So I purchased that from her. So I will be adding money into this binder as I can. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start it right now. I have $10 here to the side. So I'm going to grab, because we're going to start March, because we're in March now in a couple of days. So I'll start March and then I'll work in February and January as I get other ones done, and then try to get the whole book done by the end of the month. Even though I'm starting it 2 months into the year, that's fine. Or, you could just keep saving till you get to February of 2026, whichever works for you. I think I'm going to push myself to try to get it done in 2025. So I'm adding the $10 in there. So we're going to save $75 in March. So $5, $15, $20, and $25. So it'll be a little at a time. I'll probably just add $1 here and there until I get the amount that I need, and then I'll, mark it off. So that's so fun. So thanks. I don't think she watches my channel, but if she did, thank you, Savannah. It's so pretty. So I got some Happy Mail, and I thought it was so awesome and sweet because I was not expecting any of this. And this is from I'm trying to get everything out and I'm struggling. Thank you, and it says and or left, center, right, or rock, paper, scissors for all the encouragement, inspiration, freebies, and gifts you have given to me. Why you so envious? This is Rondra She has a channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much for this. This is so kind. And this is rock, paper, scissors. Like a die for rock, paper, scissors. And a left, right, and I guess this is the center. And I've seen her use this in her channel. So left, center, right. Why You So Envious is the name of the channel. So I'll make I'll tag her below. She's a member of my community. She's so supportive and kind. So category, and then you would write the category here, left times 3 times 5, right, and then the category, center times 2 and times 2. So it's kind of like a sorter or a saver. So I'll rewatch some of her videos so I can make sure I don't mess this up, and I'd like to try it and see how it works because it's awesome. Thank you so much. And then she sent me rock, paper, scissors, and this one is the same thing. It comes with directions. Set your wager amount above. Roll 1 die or choose a card for your opponent's hand and circle it. Then roll the same rock, paper, scissors die to choose the second card for your hand. The best hand wins. If there is a tie or if you want to save more money, use the task cards. Use a dry erase marker to play multiple rounds. That's so fun. So you just decide how much you're gonna do it. So you can put $5, $10, $1, or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, whatever you want, and then you put the amount. That's awesome. So I'm gonna actually add this to my Sunday saving with friends so I can save with her every Sunday. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I really, really appreciate it. It's so sweet of you. It's so kind. I was not expecting it, and when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, I got some Happy Meal, like literal Happy Meal. So thank you so much for that. All right, so I'm gonna get started because this one usually tends to be a little bit longer of a video. So I'm gonna open my markers here. I have some markers to the side as well, so if you see me reach the sides, I have markers on my sides. All right, so this is my Saving for My Dreams binder. I have $30 like always. Let me make sure you guys are in frame. You are. All right, cool. I have a sticky note wherever I'm going to add extra money. And then I have a 20 or 2 to the side to swap out and condense. So because I need some smaller bills. And then let me get my little plastic so I don't go through the page, because it is cardstock, but these Sharpies and markers are strong. They are strong sometimes. I'm like, geez. All right, so last week my video was all about encouraging you guys and telling you guys about, you know, to keep going. We talked about that snowball. We talked about the 7 baby steps from Dave Ramsey, the video before that. And this week, since it's the end of the month, obviously, and I am going to be away on vacation, I didn't have as much time to really sit down and make a thought out, you know, little topic for us. But at the end of the day, this is the second full month of 2025. And we've been plugging along at this. $21 and $22 being saved in emergency fund. So as you guys know, it takes time to get anywhere, and we've been doing a little bit at a time. My goal with this series with you guys is to help people that are currently doing it and new people that are joining the community to start somewhere, because just to kind of reflect on the reason why I decided to do this to begin with was my motivation. I feel like I've gotten a lot of comments over the past, you know, few months that I've been on YouTube, that people don't understand how so many people can save so much money, or that they just don't have that kind of income, or they just don't see themselves being in the position that these people are. And I can understand that, because as a human being, this is $2 for a rainy day. Now we have 22. As a human being, we tend to compare ourselves to others, and we don't even want to. It just is like a natural thing that people do, right? So when you're new at something and you are trying to figure things out and you're not that great at it, you're immediately going to find yourself in a position where you're going to look at other people and be like, will I ever be able to accomplish that? Will I be able to do that ever? You know, there's a lot of things that sometimes I feel like, you know, we don't take the time to slow down and think like, maybe I can get there. But also that is they're on step 15 and I'm on step 1, you know, and that doesn't mean that, you know, anybody should be hating on somebody that's like being able to save thousands or hundreds of dollars a month. I think that you just need to self-reflect and say, I am just not in the place that they are. Because when I first started, my mentality was not 100% in it. So I always felt like I had to be stingy with my money, like spending money, with the money that I gave myself, allotted myself every week. I was so stingy with it. And I wanted to be like, I need to have spending money. I need to have money for this. And then I started realizing, no, you don't. Because you don't need to spend as much. But that came once I started seeing the progress in my savings. And I started to see that I could save. And then it started giving me a motivation to then, instead of be constantly trying to fight myself to have all this spending money to buy things that I didn't need, I started trying to find ways to not spend money and to save all that spending money. And then that would be extra money that I could save. But that was a mind shift. And that took time to get there, because in the beginning, I always felt like I needed a little treat, you know, like every week or every bi-week when I worked and I have really long days and I have a very stressful job, I would always tell myself like, hey, you need a little treat, Nori. You've worked really, really hard and you deserve a treat. And I ended up going down that rabbit hole of you deserve a treat for years. Like, not just like 1 year, not just like one bad week. It was like years. And I really, really, really kind of feel angry at myself at times, even though I'm not really angry. I'm just saying I feel frustrated with myself about the fact that maybe, just maybe, if I would have saved all of that money over the years, I would have been in a very different situation than I'm at. But I can't go back in time, you know? I can't fix what I've done before. So I can just work on the future and what I've been doing now. So I started realizing, like, I don't want to spend no money. I want to save this money. I want to see those funds or those goals that I have grow. So that's when I started really, really focusing on it. And I started to not worry about, I need spending money. I need money for this. No, you don't. You don't, Nori. Like, and I think having those difficult conversations with ourselves is so hard, because there's this mentality of treat yourself, which is true. Treat yourself. I'm the first person that'll say that to people. And I say it to myself all the time, treat yourself. And that's from some TV show, like, FYI, if you're like, what in the heck? So that is why I sometimes say to myself, is this really treating myself, or am I just trying to find an excuse to spend money, you know? Or am I just trying to find an excuse to, like, get out of, like, veer off course? Because I'm good at that. I'm good at that. Let me tell you, I'm good at being like, well, how about I just take a little break? How about I just, you know, I need to give myself some self-care. Yeah, but then it becomes neglect. You know, it becomes not doing what I need to do, not following through on the things that I said that I would do to myself, guys. This isn't us, like, failing other people, right? This is us failing ourselves and the goals that we have and the dreams that we have and the things that we want to accomplish, you know? And I think that that's why I've been really, really dedicated at this. We're going to do $2 for Save for Your Future. So now I have $22 in here. Yay. And this one is getting so close. So according to my calculations, we should finish this one on the 26th of March. So in 4 more weeks, I should be able to finish you. Yay! How exciting. Oh, so exciting. All right, moving on. Moving on. I forgot what I was saying. Failing myself on the goals and the dreams that I want. I don't know where I was going. I forgot what I was saying, but just just check yourself sometimes, you know? And it's okay to do that. I mean, I don't think that there's anything wrong with checking ourselves and being like, ma'am, is this really what you need? Or is this you find an excuse to not follow through on yourself, right? I did that with diets. I did that with relationships. Not valuing myself, you know, over the other person. I did that with friendships, you know, I did that with any new thing that I tried, you know. You start something and you were like really super duper gung-ho about it. And then like you get frustrated or annoyed or whatever, and then you forget about that goal and you just kind of are like, I don't want to screw it. I don't want to do this. It's not important to me anymore. And then you feel guilty because you know that you really did care and you really did want to do a good job at it, and you didn't because you got caught up, you know, with the emotion. And personally, what I found out, and that's after going to therapy, that I'm an emotional spender, I'm an emotional eater, I'm an emotional doer, right? I do things out of emotion. Nothing wrong with that because we're human beings, but at least I know that that's how I am. So whenever I'm having a bad day or like I'm having a moment, I end up being like, I want to eat something, and I look for something to eat, and that comes from bad habits, from, honestly, and no shade to my mother, but it comes from like watching my mom do that. You know, my mom used to get stressed out and she would eat, and I would do the same because it became a comfort thing, you know. And as a female, you observe your mother and you do the things your mother does, even though you don't want to, and even though you may want to be different from your mom. At the end of the day, you observe your mama and you do the things that mama does. Like, what's wrong with that? I think that's a good thing too, because my mom has great qualities too. My mom is a very creative woman. Oh my God, you guys, my mom is so creative. My mom can see something and just look at it, and she can put it together and make it, or like make her version of it. She just needs to see it. Like, that's it. She don't need no instructions or nothing. My mom is an observer, and she looks at something and she can build something. And I have a little bit of that gift from her, but she's way more talented than me. And it's one of those things where like you learn good things and bad things for people in your life and people you love. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with the fact that my mom had that happen to her, or that's how she coped. But then I started realizing that I started doing that. And when you start doing that, you start putting yourself in a position where you're not following through on shit for yourself. And I apologize for the bad word. And we're doing 2 because I have my extra money sticky note. So on this one, we're going to put $4 for my extra money. 2, 3, and $4. And this is Be the Boss of Your Finances, Boss Babe. All right, so this one I can actually do change with. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 2. So I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to grab a 20. All right, so $22. Be the boss of your finances. That gives me change for other challenges. Awesome. All right. And then I'm going to take this sticky note, and I'm going to put it here on this one. I just got to remind myself that this is for next time, not for today. So $22 already. Yay. And I haven't decided what that challenge is for. I'm just saving in it. That's all I'm doing. At the end, I'll probably make those decisions. All right. So next up is Go Shorty. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. All right. So I'm going to add $4 because this is one that has extra money. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I think I can add swap it for a 20. 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, so I have $22 as well. And, hey, we're going along in this one. My birthday's in June, so I got some time. All right, so let me move the money over to vacation. Yeah. All right. So now I get to color 2 of these. That's why I want to put the money in, because I take my time coloring this one. And your girl just, you know, is trying to be ahead of the curve because I know myself. Anyways, going back to the point. I watched my mom do it, and I used to eat a lot when I used to get stressed, and I spend money now, or used to spend money based on stress. Like, online shopping is real. And I had to get myself out of it. You know, I had to be like, do you need that? You know, are you really going to need that? Is that something you're going to use? Is that something that's needed? Is that something that you're going to actually want to get like long term? And if the answer is no to any of those things, then I like wait. I take a minute and I process it, you know. That's one of the things that I like to do for myself is I think about my spending. I'm not saying don't spend money because we're human beings and we're going to spend money. My thought process is like think about said spending money or spending the money on something, right? So that's what I kind of want everybody to think about. Like that's the thoughts that I want to leave in your mind. It's like when you're spending money, make sure that you are spending that money after a thought out process in your head. Like, okay, I'm spending money because of X. You know, it's someone's birthday. I'm buying them their gift. I've already budgeted for this, you know. Am I buying this for my coworker, my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, my kid, you know? Try to reevaluate the situations, right? That way you don't end up just spending things willy-nilly and then regretting them. You know, and I think that that is a big, big thing for us. It's like that regret after the fact does not help us at all, you know, and again, we're human beings and we're going to do things and we're going to make mistakes and things are going to happen and da-da-da-da-da. And this got ugly real quick. I was trying to go for like a color blocking situation. That did not color block. This is ugly, but it's okay. It's colored, so we're going to keep it moving. We colored it. Hey, talking about coloring, you guys. Have you checked out my new channel, Norelis Colors? It's a new channel that I will be coloring in. I already have a little intro video and I have my first video. And by the time you see this, I might have more than that. And you're just going to listen to me color because it's going to be quiet. And if you're going to hear, if you like hearing like the markers on the paper, that's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear me breathing and you're just going to hear me coloring. And I like it and it's fun. And I hope you go over there and check me out. Not necessary if you can't or don't like that type of stuff. But I'm just sharing it with you guys because I know that some of you guys like coloring like I do. It's a great, like very inexpensive hobby to have and something to do to distract your mind and help yourself kind of like, you know, find your peace. You know, I think that coloring has brought me a lot of peace. But anyways, I just kind of threw that in there. Bash, what do you call that? Unashamed plug or whatever. Dang, I forgot what the word is in English. That's the problem of being bilingual. You forget both languages at the same time. And then you're like, I know words, I promise. Anyways, so yeah, so just being thoughtful of that spending, right? It's the same thing with my food. Like I'm thoughtful of my eating. Like, am I eating this because I want to eat and I'm hungry? Or am I eating this because I'm stressed and I'm trying to self-soothe myself? And again, I'm a 37-year-old woman that has had time to think about life, okay? I'm a 37-year-old woman that has lived a life, has also gone through stuff, and so she's finding her way. So I know that not everybody's journey is the same as mine, and they might be in a different place, and it might be so easy for me to do those things. And I know that you're probably listening to me saying, oh, easy for you to say, but I have this and I have that. And I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be not understanding, but I also want to say you can do it. You have to put your mind to it, you know? And I think that that's where we you know, have to kind of push ourselves, is that self-control. Okay, so these 2 sticky notes now are going to be for next week, so I'm not adding the extra money. So that is what I mean by what I say when I say to, you know, think about your spending. 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Do I want to bake change? Well, you know what? I'm going to do this. There we go. Let me grab the other tenner and leave it close. There we go. At least I can condense some of it. So I added the $2. So now happy birthday. I got 20 bucks. And this is for everybody else's birthday in my life, so I can buy them gifts. So yeah, guys, I don't know where I was going. I kind of lost my train of thought there. But just know that everything is hard, but everything is possible. Just as hard as you think it is, because we immediately go to, it's so hard. Facts. It's hard, man. Being a human is hard. Being in this earth is hard. I'm not gonna downplay that. You know, I was talking to a person. I can't actually say further than that because I don't want to cross lines of confidentiality, but I was speaking to someone, and that individual is with child, and so she's having a baby. She comes up to me and tells me, hey, Nori, I cannot believe that me having this baby was going to be so difficult and so stressful and so hard. And I kind of froze because, okay, as a woman who has wanted a child, when you hear another person say that their child is a burden, it kind of hurts you. But then I had to remind myself that that is not my journey and that is not my issue, right? The person is venting on their feeling and on their emotion at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well. I hope that things get better for you. And she says, why don't they tell us that having a baby is so hard? And I laughed. And internally, like, it took everything in me not to be like, ma'am, did you think this was going to be easy? You're making another human being inside of you. But again, she's in the thick of it. She's going through it. So I'm not going to make her feel bad, you know, for the fact that she thought that. I just said, I'm sorry. I know this is a difficult journey, but the reward at the end is that you're going to have your baby. So as difficult as it is, I also encourage you to keep going and keep thinking that you're almost there. You're almost there. It's a bad experience at this very moment. But I have a feeling that once you get to the end of this, you're going to be thankful that you did it. So I'm sorry that you're going through it, and let yourself feel it, but also push yourself to be stronger a little bit today. And she kind of like was like, you're right. You know, and she's a great human being, but at that moment, she was so frustrated with all the changes that her little body was going through, because at the same time, she was a very petite woman. And as a small woman, it's harder to carry a child, right? I can see that. My sister is a very short woman. And when she was with child, she was, I felt so bad. She was going through it. She was going through it. And I was always like, I'm sorry. But she, you know, she gave me my beautiful nephew. So I'm so thankful and proud of her. And I'm so proud of her for that. But it was so hard on her body. And I don't think that, and I don't want to get TMI-ish, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like we do have to tell each other as women that having a child is not easy and it is hard. And I think that we all know that subconsciously, but I think that we see the good side of it. Like, we see the baby shower and the husband or the boyfriend or the baby daddy all happy, and everybody very happy and excited about it, and the gender reveal and the sonogram pictures. How about the time that you're crying in the corner because you got pain and your ribs hurt? Or the fact that you're up all night because you're uncomfortable, right? So it's the same thing with like anything bad or uncomfortable, right? Or the diet. When you're doing a diet, you're like struggling in the middle of the night because you want to have a snack, but you're like, I have to watch my weight. I have to continue in my process. I have to do this. I have to do that. So, and then also, you know, the fact that you might be going through something, but you got to hear someone else complain about their hard. And so allowing them to have that, and not, even though I may feel like you should be happy that you're able to carry a child, I also got to understand that not everybody sees the world the way I see it, you know, and that I need to just chill too. 7, 8, 9, 10. So whenever I give you guys advice on here, I try to tell you things like I would tell a friend, but also I like to tell you it is hard. It is not easy. You know, I think that that's a big point. You know, vacation time is getting $2. Now we have $20. Make your own sugar, be your own daddy. we all go through things and we want to give up. We want to throw in the towel. We want to yell. We want to scream. We want to change up the routine. At the same time, we want to blame someone else for our misfortunes. And I get it because life is life and hard, and it's hard. But honestly, you're the person that can put yourself in the right position and the right place over time. You're your own superhero. You're your own, like this challenge. You're your own daddy. You can take care of yourself. You know, you can take care of your business. You can take care of whatever it is that you need. You can do it. It's just not going to be easy, but you got this. I'm proud of you. We're going to do it. We're going to make it, even if it doesn't feel like we are. Honestly. Even when it doesn't feel like you will, you will. You know, even when it doesn't feel like that's what's going to happen, it will happen and you will be okay. And so as I do these challenges with you guys, I try to give you guys encouraging and uplifting words because guess what? Life is hard and some of us don't have people to encourage us. 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually going to do this number. I'm going to grab this 5. So now I have 20. And make your own sugar, be your own daddy. Okay. Not everybody has a good support system. Not everybody has a good friend to listen to them. Not everybody has someone that could be encouraging and loving and kind because they're around negative people. I've learned that in my work life. I've seen that a lot of people don't have good, kind people in their life. And then sometimes you end up being their only person that gives them motivation. And I don't mind. But I just don't sometimes realize that that's how it works. I can say a lot of things about my life. I can say that I've had some hard moments in my life. I can say that I've had struggles in my life. I can say a lot of things. But I can never say that I didn't have support. I can never say that nobody loved me. I can never say that no one stood there and cried with me when I cried. Because let me tell you for damn sure that I am blessed beyond measure to be able to say that I had people that love me and that help me and that guide me and that teach me and that help me through the struggle and that make me understand that sometimes, just sometimes, it's just a bad day, you know? It's just a bad situation and I'm going to be okay, you know? And I've been blessed by having people in my life like that. But guess what? Not everybody is blessed to have people like that in their life. And I've realized that with my channel and the way that I make my videos and the way that I share things with you guys, I want to be that person that you got in your life. Even if I'm just a weird lady on the internet. Guess what? When you turn on that channel and you watch my videos, you leave better than you showed up. And this isn't about religion. This isn't about like getting anything out of this that's weird or no. It's just about the fact that you're not alone. You got this. You're going to do good. You're going to be okay. And even if it feels like it's never going to be that way, it will. It really will. I promise you. I'm going to put these $3 back and I'm going to grab this 5. And I have, now I have $20 here in retirement. When I finish this challenge, this money's going to go towards my private Roth I forgot what the word, Roth IRA. I'm like, what is the word? So I hope that I encourage you. I hope that I motivate you. I hope that I give you a little reason to keep pushing forward, even when it doesn't feel like that's the move, and then when it doesn't feel like you can, or when it doesn't feel like you'll be able to go past whatever that thing is that's keeping you down. It's always darkest before it's light, you know, and it's gonna be okay and things will get better and it's one day at a time, man. Sometimes it's just getting out of bed every day. I know that for sure. Like some days I know that some of us just need to get out of bed and need to at least brush our teeth and get ourselves situated for the day and push through. And some days I have those days where I get up and I don't feel great and I feel sad or I feel overwhelmed or I feel exhausted about things. And I try to remind myself that it's not going to be over. We're going to do more. We're going to be okay. And then I try to give myself my pep talk, you know, like, girl, look at you. You thriving. I'm the biggest. Yeah, I always joke and say nobody loves Kanye like Kanye loves Kanye. That's like a meme on the internet, man. I got a Kanye myself. I gotta be like, girl, you got this. You gonna do so good. I'm so proud of you, girl. Look at you go. Look at you. Look at that. Look at that booty popping. Look at that. Look at the way you're smiling today. Look at, you know, like whatever it may be to make myself feel better, because honestly, it's not that easy sometimes, you know. And as much as it's funny to say that out loud, because who wants to admit that? But we do. We have to motivate ourselves. We have to encourage ourselves. We have to say that to people around us. And sometimes I've noticed that being nice and kind to others, saving for my dreams, I'm going to add $2. So now I have 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let me grab 2 5s that I have over here. I'm just making change out of the money for another challenge, you guys. I'm not finding money in a magic bag or anything. This is just money that I'm going to use for other challenges later on in another video. So what I do is I make my change. Because your girl don't have endless funds. You got to make change. You got to, you know, give yourself a budget here. All right, so I have $20 saved now. It's saving for my dreams. So yeah, I hope that all that ranting and funny story made you at least smile. I just hope that, you know, you kind of left here better than you showed up, and that you continue to do that every day. You continue to encourage yourself every day. Like, I got this. I'm going to do good. It's going to be better. And even if it's not better, it will be eventually. It will be eventually. Let me tell you. All right, some jelly on this toast right here. I'm gonna do my $2, and let's get this bread. And I mean literal bread and metaphorical bread. 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna grab these 2 5s. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey. Awesome, awesome. All right, Halloweeny. Let me see. What color do I want to color my cat? Is he going to be a blue cat today? I think he's going to be a blue cat because he's a magical cat. So yes, guys, these Wednesday videos are becoming quickly one of my favorite videos of the week, because I get to just hang out with you guys and talk and laugh about the silliness of life and the craziness of life and the facts of life. And then we have this goal every week to at least put a little bit of money away for our dreams. So then in a year's time, in 6 months' time, in 3 months' time, we can see all of our progress, you know? The blue kitty. All right, so Happy Halloween is going to have $2 added to it. And that makes it 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yay! And I might come through here when I have some 20s and get more change out. But for now, I'm just going to do what I can. But right now, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm recording videos for you guys. So then you guys have videos when I'm away. I've been working diligently on it. Honestly, you guys, I've been trying my best. So if my videos aren't as exciting, it's because I don't have a lot going on in between those videos. So please forgive your girl, but your girl's still trying to be consistent with y'all. But when I get back, I'll have all the stories and all the things. I can't wait to go on vacation, honestly. I hope that by this point I've had a great week when you guys are watching this, and that I had fun. Can't wait to go and explore and find. I want to buy some books, and I want to buy some markers, and I want to treat myself on vacation because I planned for it and I already budgeted for it and I'm excited about it. So that's why I'm excited about it, because it's not going to be a vacation where I'm coming back to debt. Hey, I'm actually bringing money with me. I already got the money. 5, 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey. You guys, we're making so much progress. Oh my goodness. Christmas is going to take me a while, but it's okay because it's for Christmas. We got plenty of time. So there we go, you guys. We did the book. And this video is, I don't know. Let me look at the time. We're at Your Girl's Short and Blind. Oh, dang. We're at 40 minutes. Ooh. Child of God. All right. Let me get to stepping over here. Hold on. All right. So these extra ones are just doubles for different categories, so I can do them later. All right, and then we're gonna go with Saving with Glory. Glory's Budget. This is a free digital download available in her Ko-fi. Check her out. She's amazing. She's a Spanish channel, but she's bilingual right now. She's such a good friend, and she released this when she reached 1,000 subscribers. First off, I'm gonna go to the end because I'm gonna go to my monthly challenge. I want to finish February off with a bang. Bang, bang. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, hold on. Glory's money is right here. I got a little sticky note. And I got $20. So, I need 2, 4, 6. Let me get Nori. Gotta get your binder. Here we go, guys. I promise. I'm not crazy. It's here. All right, so $6. So I'm actually gonna grab. I gotta make change because I ain't got no. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there we go. No, I actually got singles. I'm like, I condensed it so much, I don't even got that. So $6 being added, so we should have 28, 25, 6, 7, 8. Hey! $28, you guys. We have $28 saved for February. We did it. $1 a day, 28 bucks. I'm gonna color in my hearts, and these $28 are gonna go in for the end of the month. Who doesn't love that? I know I do. I need a vacation. I'm in one right now. Can't wait to go. All right. So yeah, Glory releases as a freebie. She has so many more games than just what I have here. But I printed the ones that I know that I want to play. And then I didn't print every single one because she has a whole Monopoly game. She has an at the mall like game, kind of like a shopping game. She has a bunch of stuff. So check her out. The PDF has the English and the Spanish version. When you download it, you pick the one that you want. So FYI, it comes with envelopes. You can make this smaller and put it in an A5 binder. You can leave it big, like full pages like I did. It's really up to you. All right, you guys. So I'm going to put it $28. And this beautiful pen is from Creations by Muñeca. She sent this to me in some Happy Mail, and she put some little bling. Look at that. It's so cute. So thank you. All right, so 25, 6, 7, and 8. So $28. So now June is empty, which is my monthly one, because I finished the month. So I'm going to grab my sticky notes, and I'm going to put Glory's book. Oh my God, the pen popped. I pushed on it way too hard. That's the one thing about me. I push hard on pens, let me tell you. That's why when I like really vibrant colors, because I got to push down on it because I need to see that color come out. All right, let me put it back together because obviously I'm a beast that doesn't know how to use her pens. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Here we are. I just got to make sure I put it in right because I got to make sure that I can like close it. I'm not equipped. Let me do this off camera because that's going to take me 20 minutes. This is a very pretty pen that Pansy from Pansy's Budget sent me. So cute. All right, so $28. I'll fix my pen later. I pressed down on it really hard. And here we are. All right, $28. And this is going in my completed for the month of February. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. Let me get my ding, ding, ding. Hey! I'm going to grab $1 for my ding, ding, ding dollar so I can add it in here. There we go. All right. That's done. So next time we'll be starting March. All right, so I got Hello Kitty Road. I have all these other games. So let's see what I want to do. I think I want to do a Shut the Box because it's always exciting. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. I'm going to do... two six-sided die. 6 and 5 is 11. So, oops, that one's fine tip. I wanted to do that teal, but your girl keeps... Okay, there we go. So 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to color the 9 and the 2. 5 and 3 is 8. Three and 4 is 7. So since I have 6 and under, now I'm just going to use one die. 2. Dang. I don't got no 2. I already used it. And I only have 1. So that ends that round of Shut the Box, you guys. The way I'm doing this one is a low income. So every box is $1. So I got to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is Shut the Box right here. So I'm doing $5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need change. Let me get change. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's $10. Let me put that here. And I need $5, so I'm just gonna grab the $5 bill and add it. So now in Shut the Box, I have 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. I got $38 in Shut the Box. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to finish it because this is going to be a good one to end the month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got $9. So hopefully I'm able to finish it. Oh, I have to write. All right, so let me do two-sided die. Two-sided die, 2 die. 3 and 2 is 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my 5. Four and 1 is 5, so I'm gonna have to do the 4 and the 1. Five and 4 is 9. If you do this the full amount, it can get crazy. Let me tell you. You can save a lot of money, but ooh, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7. And then I have 6 and under, so I'm going to use 1 die. 1. I don't have a 1, so I got to color it in right here. So I got $3 to put in. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the total saved, let me add it up. So 1, 2, and 3, and shut the box. And then I'll add it all up together once I get my total. 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3. $41. Glory, we were able to save $41 with your shut the box. Hello Kitty, shut the box. Now let me count the money and make sure it matches. 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41. Yay! That is awesome. All right, so $41. That is exciting. So $41. Boom. And I'm gonna put this in my completed bag. I'm gonna get my ding, ding, ding. Hey. And then I'm gonna take $1 and I'm gonna put it in my completed. That's exciting. And we completed Shut the Box, you guys. $1 at a freaking time. All right, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one of these. So I'm gonna roll my die. I got a 4, and 4 is $1. With this challenge, on the top, in the little bubbles, you can put the amount you want to save. So I put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's why this one's $1. 3. This one's $3. Okie dokie. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 being added to speed shutdown. So now I have 21, 2, 3, and $4 in Hello Kitty speed shutdown. So I'm moving on. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna start a new one today. I'm gonna wait till next week. I'm gonna take my $2 and I'm gonna start working on March. March is little, she has like Easter eggs for March. I don't even know if Easter this year is in March. No, it's in April. I haven't even looked. So I'm gonna color 2 to help myself. Since March is 31 days, I can kind of get a head start on March, since I want to be able to play the other games too. So this kind of gives me a little extra money for the games, and it's the end of the month. So we're going to put this in June, which is my month 1, because it's my birthday. And then we start in March. So yay, you guys. So that's all the challenges for Glory's book. Now we're moving on to IsabellGege. IsabellGege has a Ko-fi and an Etsy shop, and she's so supportive and kind. She's also a member of my community. I have $10 going into IsabellGege's book. And I have her A6 dashboards over here in the back. So I have the $1 savings, and then I have the $5 savings. So I think that today I'm going to put the two, I have $10. I'm going to put both of these in the $5 savings. So then now we're going to have $10, $15, $25. We're going to have $25 and $5 savings. So I'm going to color 2 spots. And this is a free book. It has a $1 savings, $5, $10, $20. It has like a scratch off. It has a roll and save. So check out IsabellGege, and I'll show you those in a second once I'm done filling this up. You just saw the $1 one that I flipped over. And then we're clearly doing the $5 one right now. And you can get the dashboards from her Ko-fi shop as well. And she has an Etsy shop where you can purchase her challenges. She does a lot of digital challenges. All right. It comes with a $10 savings, a $20 savings, the numbers, like a scratch off, and then a roll and save. So there is a lot of stuff you can do. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't go through because I didn't put my little thing. All right. And last but not least, to finish today's, so that's what we're done with this binder. So let me move this to the side. Next up is this free day, you guys. Save all the pennies. This is available in my Ko-fi shop right now. It is a freebie, and you're going to save $50.50. We are starting it today on February 26, 2025. And it's 1 penny, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to $1. And if we fill this up, it's going to be $50.50. I want to do this as many times as I can to save as much money of my change as possible. Okay. So I have some change here that I've been putting in my change. I have some change that I'll be moving it over here in this challenge instead of the other one, because I want to be able to do this on Wednesdays, because 1, this is a freebie, and 2, this helps us save little bits of money at a time, which is what this whole Wednesday series is all about. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and start I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to do the $1. I'm going to put the money back in here because I got to put it back in a pink container that I have, but I'll do that later. So let me actually just grab my marker, and I'm going to do $1. I'm going to do the penny. Let me move this up. And this is a digital download for free available in my Ko-fi shop, so you can save for your change. You can print this smaller so you can put it inside of a binder. You can laminate it. You could just use it as is. You can do whatever you want. 2 pennies. The point is that you save your change and it adds up over time. I know that the penny challenge is exciting, the really big one. But it's $600. And at least with this one, we can do it $50 at a time, and then you can feel accomplished, because that's why I ended up being like not really motivated when I was doing the other challenge, because I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. All right. Let me do the bigger ones on the bottom now. 75, 85, 95, and 99. $0.99. And it's a little bit of money, and then you can use this for your kids. You can use this for yourself. You can do whatever you want. You can share it with somebody that's starting off in their savings journey so they can at least start with their change. 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98. And I'm going to stick to the same marker for every session. And then obviously I'll have different colors for every session. So then that way I can kind of see how many times or turns it took me to get it done. All right. 50, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97. $97, 75, 85, 95, 96. And I'm just gonna put my little coin purse and put it right back in. I just want to be able to count it, you know, and know exactly how much I have, and then I'll put it in the right bucket. But I'll do that next time. I just kind of want to get it going and started with you guys, because I also want you guys to know that this is available. I did talk about it in another video, but I know that sometimes we miss videos, so that's why I want to bring it up. 75, 85, 95. And I know that you guys are here because you found my free book. Most of you are new, and you found my free book, so you're saving for the first time. And this is a great way to get money saved up, and it's a little bit of money, like it's literally change, but it adds up. 75, 85, 92, and 94. Ooh, I might be able to do the whole bottom row. $94. And I've been saving this change over time. Like every time I'll be like, they were like, do you want all that change? Yes, I do. Thank you very much. I purposely give them bigger bills so I can get change. 50, 75, 85, 91, 2, and 3. We're making a dent and change. And you can do this with bills too. Like if you want to add them up and get the bills for it, you can do that till you save 50 bucks. You could do a combination of change and bills. You could just do change. I'm going to just do it in change because it'll be fun to see the $50 add up. 75, 85, 91, and 92. Yay. We're all about free in this saving community, and I'm glad that you guys are saving with me. 75, 85, 91. All right, so we finished all the bottom row. So now I'm going to see if I can finish the top row. That'll be fun to get it all done in one session with all this change I had. And the bag was like full. It was like so puffy. All right, so 4 pennies. I got it. A nickel. $6. Okay. 7, 5, 6, 7. Nice. All right. 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now I don't have as many pennies, so I might have to add a few together and then put that, you know, it'll be the same, but I just don't have to change. So 10 cents I have a dime. So let me move the dime and put that. Fill this in. And then I have, is this a penny or what is that? That's an ugly penny, but it's a penny. All right, so I got 9 cents. 09 plus 11 is 20 cents. So I got 20 cents right there. 9 and 11. I don't want to mess it up, so that's why I'm using the calculator. We finished the first row and the last row. How exciting. And then I have 10, 15, 16 cents. So I'm just going to do the 16 because that's all I got left. So now I have all the bottom row, all the top row, and 2 of the second row. Yay! That's a nice big dent to get us going. And then we're going to have 50-50, 50 bucks. So when I do this twice, I'll have $101. So that's going to be a goal. I'm going to do this a couple of times this year, hopefully. And then I can have that money to put towards other sinking funds. So anyways, get this at my coffee shop for free. Get my savings book in my coffee shop for free. And all my other freebies that I have in my coffee shop. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.